I'm back. I'm listening to some jams until y'all get here. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about actually no, because I should have put it in the title if I was gonna talk about the Oval, honey. What a what a tragic show. Truly tragic. I'm gonna go the long way. I'm gonna go ahead and go the long way so I can chat with the children. Welcome back. Well, thank you, honey. I had to talk to old Esteban, honey. Old Esteban. Anywho, the good news is I went to the bookstore to find the book that I've been trying to find, and I was just trying to find a quick little copy of The Wizard of Oz, because as we discussed last week, I will be writing a new story kind of based on Eveline and her testimony. And so I said, well, let me go and do some research on the original Wicked Witch of the West and her sister, honey, Eveline, the Wicked Witch of the East. And so I said, let me run into Barnes and Noble, honey, and see if they got a quick little copy, first book, because it's a bunch of the wizards, honey, a bunch of them. And child, I went in there the other day and I couldn't find a thing. They said, sorry to you. Sorry to you for looking for this book, because we ain't got it. And I said, well, let me go on in there again. So I ran in there again, child, and I found for $8 the first 5 Wizard of Oz books, all just in one big book. And I said, ain't God all right? Because if I find myself interested in the first book and want to go on to the second book, honey, I would have had to come back and spend more money to buy it. But Barnes and Noble said, $8, you have 5 of them. I said, okay. Well, we thank God for it. Anyway, so I got that, and I'm going home. I was gonna give my grandma a pizza, but she don't remember that she wanted a pizza. So we gonna save that, and maybe I get her one tomorrow, honey. But really quiet as it's kept, my granddaddy trying to shice me and play me out of some money. So I'm gonna have him buy her a pizza. And that's just gonna be that on that. I have spent a lot of my money on them, and he wants to try to play like he can't give me no money for the work that I'm doing at his house. I'm physically working 6 days a week, honey. He called me off for today because he don't want to pay me, and so I'm gonna have to start being ignorant. Anywho, girls, I'm hungry. Do I want to stop? I'm gonna keep it pushing. Ooh, stay with it, honey. Somebody had done tried to have an accident. Anywho, what was I finna say, child? I don't know. I'm supposed to be talking about the Oval, but I meant to put it in the title so that those that click on the video won't pop in case they, for some reason, don't want no spoilers of the Oval. Girl, if you don't turn up in this Popeye's chicken and stop blocking this road, get your chicken and keep it pushing. Like, it really didn't take all that. Anywho, yeah, so if I was gonna talk about it, I would have wanted to have put it in the title for those who want to see what's going on. But actually, I might get off of this because y'all ain't, the kids didn't come back. It's only 4 of us. 3 of y'all and 1 of me. I was finna say 2 of me, girl. No, it's just 1. I mean, I have personalities, honey, but as far as a body, it's just 1 body, eternally existing in 3 persons: God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Girl, I don't know what I was. Chicken, get your chicken here. Get your chicken here. Excuse me, miss, I need to get over. I hope you don't mind. If you do, it really don't matter because I'm over here now. What y'all talking about, honey? I ain't even seen nothing pop up. Let me get on this other phone, daughter, and see what's going on. Let me see what y'all saying to me. Who's saying what and what's saying who? Live chat. The Oval was a true Tyler Perry production. It was even more Tyler Perry than Tyler Perry. I said, Lord, did he hire his son to write on this? Did Tylandria, Tylisha, Sinead, O'Connor, Perry Jr. write on this? What is this? It was terrible, truly terrible. I guess I can go and talk about it, and I can just change the title for those who pop in later, girl. Let's go and talk about the Oval. I got some notes, but let me say who here. See who here. Biblio, holding me down. Day, what's going on? What's going on? Honey, let me get out this curve with this 18-wheeler, honey. I don't want us to have a meeting in the ladies' room. I'll be back real soon. I told my man. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I told him that I have a meeting in the ladies' room. Now, see, I know I be putting 20 on 10 a lot of the time. A lot. And sometimes I put 10 on pump 4. But I'm not even going to do it. I am. Don't that sound a little that way? I got a meeting in the ladies' room. Like, girl, who is we meeting? And why? I guess. And then on that other song, because you know, on meeting in the ladies' room, she said, don't slap me because I'm not in the mood. On the other song, she said, slap me. Somebody slap me. Honey, I love me some Climax. Anywho, let me get over to these notes so I can talk about the Oval and get this on out the way, child. I think I'm going to be reviewing this for the long haul because it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But I enjoyed how terrible it was. You know, usually with Tylisha, Tylandria, Sinead O'Connor, K. Michelle, Jackie Robinson, Jackie Kennedy, Onassis, Wendy Raquel Williams, Perry Jr., usually I be aggravated with him, and I don't want to put up with it. But the Oval was so deliciously bad, and maybe it's because it's on BET. And I just, when it was on, I was like, now Oprah, you can do better. You can put your foot down and not have us watching this now, Oprah. But BET is like, okay, Tyler Perry, you should have been on BET all this time. Honey, the content they putting out, all right, they still having that church yard sale, bake sale. Go ahead, daughter. Anywho, yeah. This driver in front of me, where are you turning, niece? Where are you turning? Right here. Ooh, it took you a long time to turn. Ooh, Jesus, with your cigarette hanging out your mouth, look like you're whooping your kids in the front seat. It was just a lot going on. Anyway, but yeah, this show felt so deliciously BET. You know, it felt like it should be on BET, but it felt like it should have been on BET like before they started doing them good biopics, honey. The New Edition and Bobby Brown stories was kind of good. And then y'all turn around and y'all call Tyler Perry to come put on his stage plays that y'all just broadcasted on TV, because it ain't nothing but an old raggedy play that he recording, honey. My mama said on the iPhone, on the iPhone on a tripod. Like, it really felt like something that should have been done. Not you speeding up so I couldn't get over and then slowing down so I can't get by this other truck. I know that's not what you're doing, helpful. Oh, you're just ugly and on my nerves. That's all it is you're ugly and you're on my nerves. Anywho, girl, let me find these notes so I can tell y'all what had done happened, girl. I really don't need much notes because it wasn't that good a show, and I did take that good of a note. But let's start with, and JQ, if you watch the show, we're not gonna talk about the mama. All right, we're not gonna talk about the mama. I know I know the way you talk about folks from time to time, and we're not gonna talk about the mama. Let me get down in these comments and see if you talked about the mama already. Child, I ain't even got to the fall yet. We'll get there. I need your green leaf. I'm a fiend for the green leaves. Whenever Val gets back and we can get the review together, Because if I do it, the moment I do the review without her, she gonna be deep in the depths of her feelings. But she be in there watching all the TV shows we watch together by herself. Like, girl, just ghetto. Just ghetto, but that's okay. That is all right. Anywho, windows down, girl. I'm finna park over here in front of this dollar store. Dollar store empty, girl. Are they closed today? It's Sunday afternoon. This when the kids be up in there getting their Sunday dinners. They frozen food section be popping on Sunday afternoons here at the dollar store. Why is y'all closed? What is going on? Anyway, let me get right here and turn off this car. Cause, honey, oop, I could have put the car in park before I turned it off, but I didn't. I just turned it off. You know. But yeah, when me and Val can get together, girl, boy, we gonna get that green leaf together. Eventually, we didn't do this week's podcast. She just all over the place, and I'm just like, girl. But quiet as it's kept, I'm too all over the place. We running in two different directions. Ain't heard anything about that child since he announced his arrival with his fake baby mama. Well, the baby about to be 5, is what he said on the reel 2 weeks ago. He said the baby finna be 5 years old. I said, I forgot Tyler Perry had a baby. I forgot Tyler Perry was the surrogate mother for somebody. Stop. I had to tell me. You know, me and me got to have a conversation. Quick question. What happened to Tyler's beard? She had that baby and we ain't heard from her since. Honey, she got her check. And said, LA proved too much for the man. Honey, or Georgia proved too much for the man. So I'm leaving on that midnight train to LA. Honey, she did the reverse, honey. She left Georgia and that baby, honey, and said, God bless y'all and keep you. God bless you and keep you. And I'm going on back to honey, loading up the truck and moving to Beverly. Going back to Cali, or wherever she came from, girl. All my references are California, but I don't know where she from or where she at. It should have been on BET back when Baby Boy was coming out every other day. Should. Very should. Very should. I ain't seen the mama that I remember. Give me a minute. I've seen her. They wore that Baby Boy tape out, honey, out. But what they had did was they wore it out, but they made copies, and then they wore the copies out. And then John Singleton passed away, and I guess he had in his will, y'all need to stop playing Baby Boy. Because I ain't seen it. Even when he passed away, I didn't see it up on my, DirecTV guide. That Baby Boy was playing in memoriam or anything. I was like, Lord, they done let Baby Boy rest. Princess or Prince, I don't know. I think it's Prince, but you ain't never clarified. Maybe it's both. Princess. I don't know, honey. I don't know. True. Good to see you. I saw a clip on Twitter where the girl hit her neck and got knocked out. I saw that very clip and I scrimped, and that's what I knew. When I saw that clip, because I said, I ain't watching no Oval, girl. Don't nobody want to watch no Oval, child. No more Ovaltine, please. No more. Child, I saw that clip and I said, oh, we've got to see this. I've got to put this on. And I told my mama, we cutting this on. It's going to be a mess. And we watched it, and it was a mess, and my mama was sick of it. My mother, the Tyler Perry fan, was sick of it. Did you see Boomerang, the TV show on BET? Oh yeah, I used to review that, and then I got bored. It's a couple reviews out here that I did. But anyway, let's talk about it. I'm gonna recap the Oval. The first thing is the mother, because I'm not gonna give you a super deep recap, because girl, the show does not deserve. It don't deserve. I'm gonna give you just a little rundown. The mother, Mrs. First Lady. I don't know what Disney villain they had cast to play the mother, honey. She was giving Cruella, Maleficent, all the girls, Jafar, honey, giving you just Ursula. Ursula, honey, with her great powers, honey. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. She was giving you all of that, and it's just like, girl, do it take all that? Do it take even a portion of that? Girl, my eyelash just itching. Why is you itching, girl? You a hair. You don't even have feeling. Anywho, but yeah, the mother, she just, and so the show opened with her in the bathroom getting ready for bed. You know, or getting ready for something, honey. She was in a slip or a nightgown, honey, and she was putting on lotion. Lotion. You know, the international sign for I'm getting ready to go to bed on TV is the girls putting a little lotion on their forearm. They love a good forearm lotion. And honey, the white husband done came in the room and tried to kiss her on the cheek, and she leant, honey, she leant back. And I was like, oh, they just ain't, they not here with each other right now. Child, all of a sudden, next thing I know, honey, they scrapping boots. Mother Maleficent and Uncle Daddy, I don't know, white husband, honey, they in there just fist fighting. And I said, now, how did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I was so confused, honey. She was just putting on lotion, then all of a sudden, girl, they fighting, fist fight, headbutting, spitting. Looked like I heard him call her a nigga. I didn't, but it felt like I did, honey. It's just, I didn't know what was going on. Child, the Secret Service popped in and said everything all right, and they was like, yeah, we gonna need some hair and makeup. Turns out they getting ready to go to the inauguration, because this, you know, the president and the first lady, they had just got voted in. Y'all can't keep it together for inaugural week. It was ugly. It was so ugly. How you doing, Nubian? How's it going? I'm talking about the Oval on BET. So if you don't want no spoilers, honey, don't turn me off for the moment. But child, they was in there just fighting down, and I was like, this is so ghetto. It was truly ghetto. And then right before it cut to the title sequence, and this when I knew, aside from that clip I saw on Twitter, this is the moment I knew this was going to be quality trash. Honey, the Mother Maleficent had lifted her hand. She raised it high to glory, honey, and slapped her husband, and you could see the jump cut between scenes. Her hand was up here, it came down, it almost touched his face, and then you could see a jump cut, and his face was just over like this. I was like, girl, the quality, the editing, it was horrendous, horrifying, horrible, all the horrors, honey, horizontal. It was just awful, just awful. So is this that same Spider Girl? She is a survivor. She not gonna give up. She not gonna stop. Then next thing we know, honey, we at somebody else's house, and we looking at somebody, some folks having sex or whatever, girl. And well, before that, it's a grandmother and her granddaughter at the kitchen table getting ready for dinner, honey. The grandmama didn't have a spoon, a spatula, a fork, an apron, but we getting ready for dinner. How? Where? Because when we getting ready for dinner, that means dinner is done being cooked, which means you coming out the kitchen with your kitchenware, honey, with a spoon going, yeah, I think that, I might need a little more paprika, you know, something. But she said we getting ready for dinner, whatever. She goes upstairs to find the little girl daddy. Now, I thought this was the little girl's mother, but she the grandmother. She looked good. Her wig was nice and everything. She goes upstairs, and we see a sex scene, honey. You know, Tyler Perry loves to show the small of a woman's back and the full of a man's behind, honey. So we saw all of that. They getting it in. And the mama interrupts, and I didn't care for it. They was aggravated because the mama interrupted, but I was aggravated because why y'all doing all that in the mama house with the mama at home? Y'all couldn't wait till she went to the store? It was real ghetto. Real ghetto. Anywho, they come on downstairs, and the heifer that was sleeping with the little girl's dad. Now, the little girl's daddy is the grandmama's son. I know I ain't explaining well, but anywho, the son, his girlfriend asked, can she help with dinner? Now the baby had wanted cereal. I was like, girl, let her have some cereal. I'll save y'all a pork chop. Save a pork chop. She'll be hungry tomorrow. Let her have some cereal. Anywho, they the son, ooh girl, I'm struggling. The son's girlfriend asked, can she help with dinner? And like me and the mama at the same time said, can you wash your hands? And she said, I did, and I took a shower. I said, when? I didn't hear no water running. Your wig still shifted. Like, you must didn't take a shower and look in the mirror and reposition your wig. Like, it was just all incorrect. Very incorrect. But in the meantime, honey, the son's daddy, who is the grandmama's husband, who is the granddaddy, who is Forrest Whitaker, the butler, Lee Daniels, the butler, honey. He called over to the son to come help because they trying to switch out the old president stuff with the new president stuff. You know how they do, honey, when they switching the president. Child. And he done called the son, so the son getting ready to go over there. I said, is he on the payroll? Y'all just let any and everybody come and move the president's stuff? That didn't sound correct to me, but it was Tyler Perry, so I let him have it. So the son getting ready to go down there, honey, and help move the presidential boxes. And she get out there, honey, and the mother of Jesus, Mary, is out there giving one of these. Giving her, she got a bed sheet on, wrapped up, honey, looking real special and real spiritual. And we find out that this the baby mama. The baby mama is in some kind of cult, honey, and she want to see her baby, and she cannot be moved, and if you touch me, you're going to jail, yada yada. So the baby daddy tells the baby mama she can't see the son. Then the baby daddy tells his mama, the daughter, she can't see the daughter. Then the baby mama tells his mama, the baby daddy tells his mama, girl, I'm confused, it don't matter. Don't let this heifer see the baby. But of course, Tyler Perry, she didn't sing the Little Mermaid song, but she was giving, otherworldliness. But Tyler Perry had to have it where the grandmama got a heart. So she called over to the baby mama and said, you can see the baby, while your baby daddy gone. It was so ghetto, but we gonna get back to it. I had already predicted what was gonna happen, but I didn't predict it in the way it happened, and it tickled me. It was hilarious. The haircuts. Let's address the haircuts. Everybody with a fade wasn't faded. It was just like skin, hair. It was not faded. It was terrible. It was horrible. The little boy that they got playing the first son, that little bang piece he got going, a mess. A mess. The haircuts are awful. The man that's playing the butler, he got this little mini fro thing that the old heads wear, the players they wear, but it's not lined up in any way. It's awful. It is awful. It's dense. It's super, like, it's just compacted down on this man's head. He got like 2 more inches of hair, but he done patted it down. It's just a mess. It's a ghetto mess. All they haircuts was just ugly and a mess. Ugly and a mess. My mama was just like, I don't know what y'all do where y'all from, but around here. At some point I saw Don Lemon. I was like, Don Lemon, they got you in on this mess too? Girl, he is jamming down. I hope this don't get me demonetized, honey. Let me turn this on. Oh, that's a lady. She jamming down. That ponytail slick her into her head. I ain't know. I didn't know that was. Sorry to this woman. Let me see. We find out at some point baby mama's a crackhead. I was like, that's not off-brand. Tyler Perry loves a crackhead mama. Father, can you hear me? He loves a crackhead mama, honey. Loves them. The first daughter. One of the reasons I considered watching this show was because of Paige Hurd, aka the first daughter. She I followed her career. We cool. So I'm watching the show, honey, and I see her and her attitude and the fact that they got her skin extra light. I ain't never seen her that light in my life. She looked like Megan Good on these Twitter pictures that's circulating, honey. Have y'all seen Megan? She looked like me. I said, who is it? I had to take my glasses and look. Who is that? Sorry to Megan. Sorry. And sorry to Paige, because they had her extra light. I was like, girl, why is she so light skinned? She ain't never been this light skinned. Ever. Girl, they had her in ooh, I'm not gonna do that. Come up with somebody else, because who I was finna say, I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry to her. I was finna drag her by the skin of her teeth. Anywho, so the first daughter is refusing to get dressed because her drug dealing boyfriend can't come to the inauguration. I was like, y'all knew your daughter was a mess well before y'all have elected yourselves president or got into this position. Why are they acting surprised? This is what I don't understand. You thought your daughter was gonna start cooperating because her daddy president? She got a white daddy. She felt empowered to not do anything you said. Empowered. Honey, Mother Maleficent comes on down, and she comes to the daughter's bedroom, honey. The son is in there. I thought the son was the boyfriend at first. I was like, who is this? This the boyfriend just sitting in the background? But no, it's the brother. He looked a mess, child, a mess. I was like, yeah, the duality of man. But he was, and I know where we finna go with the son, too. I know where we finna go with the son. But we talking about the daughter this episode. She said she not getting dressed, yada yada. The mother said, you gonna get dressed. You are going to get dressed. But she didn't get dressed. She just didn't, she didn't go. She didn't go to the function, honey. She said, I'm not scared of you and I'm not going. And I was like, well, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do? No, I am not a nurse, nor am I a CNA. I'm not. It doesn't look like I have on scrubs. It's just a V-neck t-shirt. It's just a regular old V-neck. But the first lady, honey, Mother Maleficent, she was acting a fool, and she got all up in the girl's face, and you will get dressed and you will da da da. And I was like, this my kind of Karen. No, she called her ungrateful bee. I was like, yes, I love this. Oh, I love it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. In the meantime, the designer of Mother Maleficent's dress was not available, honey. She was trying to get across yonder. She was on a plane. The plane was delayed because the weather was bad. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? So everybody looking for a sister designer. Sister designer is way yonder, honey, trying to get across yonder. And it's a big old man. A big old man sitting beside her on this plane. Now, my mama was looking at his chest and said, is that hair or is that a tattoo? I said, Mama, that's a tattoo because Tyler Perry does not like hairy-chested men. You have never seen a man with a hairy chest on the Tyler Perry production, and you won't. You won't. And later on in the episode, he took off his shirt and it was a tattoo. My mom was like, it is a tattoo. I said, yeah, I said what I said. Tyler Perry doesn't want a hairy-chested man. Here we go. Honey, she is gonna jam down. She is gonna jam until one more jam won't do. I saw that light skin hair on Everybody Hates Chris was gonna be the dog. Yeah. And she ain't never been as light as she is on this show. I was so taken aback. I said, is that her, Jesus? Hey Nicholas, what's going on? Was Tyler's mother a whore and a junkie? Honey, he loves the old whore junkie. He loves a whore junkie. He loves a high-class prostitute. He loves rape. Tyler Perry loves rape. He loves it. Loves it. I'm worried about him. I am. I'm genuinely concerned because Tyler Perry puts rape in everything. Everything. honey, like seasoning salt. Sprinkle a little bit on this and a little bit on that. We couldn't get through the first episode of The Office without mentioning rape. I was like, girl, can we get to episode 4, 5? Before you sprinkle your rape seasonings on the show? It was ghetto. Yeah, I'm not gonna say who I was finna drag. I'm not gonna say. Is Tyler Perry really gay? I've never been in that man's boudoir. I don't know. I just know he has delicate tendencies. Not that freeze I just did. I remember watching I Can Do Bad. Hold on, let me go back over here. I remember watching I Can Do Bad all by myself and watch that man touch on the dark-skinned girl. Literally everything. Literally I can't name a Tyler Perry production where somebody didn't get raped except the first movie. He had to hit y'all with it in the second one. He couldn't come out, with that. The first movie, she was just mad and black and had been cheated on for all them years. I don't think she had been raped. Because Kimberly Elise had been through so much already and has gone through so much since. Can Kimberly Elise catch a break? I don't think I've ever seen her in a movie where she was victorious. She done got killed and set it off. Charles did her in on, on that Tyler Perry movie, honey. What else? In A Day Later and a Dollar Short, that man was touching on her daughter and she was pulling out her hair and carrying on. I have never seen Kimberly Elise succeed. In Woman Thou Art Loosed, honey, it was all that acting and carrying on. I was like, girl. In Girlfriend, she had the AIDS and she cut her finger and everybody was like, whoo. Ooh, she cut her finger, Jesus. The house got AIDS. Honey, Joan was shook. Used that girl's knife and cutting board to cut her finger. And now the knife and cutting board got AIDS. Can you believe? Honey, Kimberly can't catch a break. Adores other people being sexually violent. I understand that terrible things happened to him as a child. I understand, but all right. I understand, but at some point, like, it's okay to have it in 1, maybe 2 productions. Maybe 2. But I think I can name 3 out of the 17, 18 productions he has produced where he ain't talking about rape. That was Diary of a Mad Black Woman, Boo of Medea Halloween, and Boo 2. Like, it's draining. I love Adam Rodriguez. He's good. I like him. I didn't like him in that movie, honey. Talking about how he had to pick the coca leaves, honey, all through his childhood, honey. I didn't care for that. It's like, this boy was a slave. Free him. Anywho, I remember watching. Yeah, I saw that. She ended up being victorious in Diary. I personally don't think running off, in the sunset with Boris Shamar is a victory with his wig. I don't feel like that's a victory, but okay. All right. Honey, running off with Boris Shamar and his wig. I guess it's a victory. She always is very sad. She's typecast, definitely, but she plays it well, honey. I love Kimberly. Her hair is never victorious either. Messy. He got his studio now. It's gonna be rape videos. Ooh, child. Every house on that lot gonna have a rape scene. A new one. Just, honey, action rape. Like, sir, let's do something else. He didn't talk about raping. Why Did I Get Married? No, you're right. He did not. I don't think in either of them. Why Did I Get Married or Why Did I Get Married too? I don't think he made mention. But that's because, honey, he had Janet Jackson running all crazy, being perfect Patty, and then she had snapped Janet should have got an award, but honey, they not gonna give Tyler Perry. They not gonna give Tyler Perry an Oscar. They not gonna give Tyler Perry an Oscar. So Janet couldn't get her reward, cause she deserved. She deserved for Perfect Patty, honey. When Perfect Patty snapped, honey, when Malik Yoba had done poured all that vodka on Perfect Patty and she lost her mind, honey, and started just beating everything up, I said, that's it. Janet Jackson is who Jennifer Lopez should have been in all these horror movies and Enough and all that. Honey, it should have been Janet Jackson. It should have been Janet. Cause honey, she did that. Anywho, I found the braids he had highly transphobic and homophobic. Who had braids? Oh, those those braids in the movie. Child, a mess. Skydive scene rape, baptism scene rape. I'm telling you. Honey, somebody gonna get raped on the milk aisle at the grocery store, the dairy aisle. It just, I don't know. He needs to see a therapist. Oprah didn't help him. He went on Oprah and cried down boots, and everybody cried with him. I didn't really cry, but I felt for him. I sure felt for him. But I feel like she should have maybe set him up with a therapist or something, because it's a lot. It's a lot he doing his works. She was upset because that was Michael's good curly unit. Child. Anywho, let me get back to the Oval, girl. Let me get back over here. So the man on the plane, the big man, he's all invasive in this heifer's business. Now she looked like if the Lord had started to make Faith Evans but forgot he had already made one, so he just swooped the mouth a little different, just gave her a little exaggerated mouth. I was like, from the eyes up, she giving me Faith. And from the wig, I don't know what's going on. Somebody fighting out here, but that ain't my business. But yeah, her looks were very, I didn't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. But she on this plane, honey, and she a fashion designer, and he a painter, and he all in her business. She trying to get stuff done. He keep talking to her. I had to put my headphones in, like, I can't hear you. And sat like this the rest of the plane ride. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. I'm on this phone. I'm on this phone. Honey, she called down to her husband. Apparently her husband is one of the butlers too, but she the fashion designer, because that's how that works. I don't know. It's ghetto. And he mad at her for not being there, but she can't help it because the weather bad and the plane's delayed and all of that, and he done hung up on her and she feels bad, and so now she's sleeping with the man on the plane. Long story short, girl, it didn't interest me. I didn't care. The first daughter, she decided she wasn't gonna get dressed after the mama told her, you will get dressed and you will wear the blue dress and not that green mess and do. It was a mess. It was very exaggerated. The daughter said, no, I won't, and I'm not going, and I'm going over to the White House. So she goes over to the White House. Now somehow in between the hotel and the White House, she had done got drunk, honey. DRONK. She was drunk. And she's stumbling. She walks in the White House, throw her purse on the floor, take her jacket, get ready to throw it on the floor, honey. One of the little maid ladies grab the jacket or whatever. And the woman get ready to show her to the room. And she said, I don't want this help to show me to the room. I want him to show me to the room. Him being the baby daddy. The butler's son / the crackhead's baby daddy. Child, and he like, I don't work here. She like, I don't care. Show me to the room. So he getting ready to show her to the room. Now the maid heifer is in the background too. They all going to the room. She walking them all to the room. And then the drunk first daughter heifer says she don't want the maid heifer in the room. She just want the boy in the room. And I said, that seems kind of illegal to me. and stupid for y'all to be up in here. You know she drunk, honey, and you know y'all got this door closed. It didn't make no sense to me, but whatever. She closed the door. She pulled up her skirt talking about, do you want your daddy to keep his job? And I'm like, not really. I'd have been like, he don't have to keep his job. It ain't that deep. I just started selling drugs. It ain't no thing. But child, she gets all up on him. She done dropped down, honey, to her knees and started undoing his belt, and he done grabbed her by her shoulders and slightly shifted her over to the side. He shifted her to the side. Now she done hit her head, neck, honey, and she laid out on the floor, just honey, laying, just laying it. Wasn't no blood coming out of her head. It wasn't no big, oh my Lord. It wasn't like when Forrest Whitaker had done got killed on Empire, where he bleeding down and it's like, oh, we ain't gonna see Forrest Whitaker or his eye any longer. Honey, she was just laying and she was asleep. She was probably drunk and passed out drunk. She probably wasn't even, it wasn't, the head injury ain't what got her. Honey, so for some reason, in that 2 second, in that little 2 seconds we got here, from her closing the door and putting the maid heifer out to him shifting her slightly and her head, and now she knocked out, honey, he calls for the maid heifer to come back in. The maid heifer comes back in talking about, why is her skirt up like this? What is going on? What's happening? Now the drunk heifer is talking about, he raped me. When, sis? In the 2 seconds that you had between closing the door, where the maid heifer was just right outside the door, because y'all just shut the door on her. In that 2 seconds, like, girl, ma'am, and you ain't drunk no more. Where's your drunkenness? Where's the alcohol intoxication? I didn't understand. But I tell you, I screamed. I was hollering boots. My mama was sick of it. My mama was so upset. She was tired. She was through, honey. She had enough. But I was enjoying the show. Let me see. Who told her? Now she told him to embrace it, Lord, not the inner rapist. Lord help us. Girl, it ain't that cold, sis. Honey, everybody out here with hats and jackets, girl, and socks and boots, and it's just not that cold. Anywho, what role would you play on that show? I want to be the narrator. Let me be the narratress, honey. Let me be like, and the drunk heifer has fallen down and hit her head. And now, I could be the narrator. I could be, who else could I be? I could be the first son's beard. I could be, let me be in the cult. I want to be in the crackhead baby mama's cult. That's where I want to be, honey. With that burgundy sheet on, with my hands out like this. Talking about the highest. Oh, yes. I could see, you could see me on Greenleaf as a cousin. Child, they would hate me. Zora would hate me and Sophia would hate me. They would both be like, girl, if you don't, whose daughter are you? Put me on as Charity's mystery daughter. Put me on, honey, Charity had a baby with a Puerto Rican man. And here I come out of nowhere. Olay. Let it be so, Lord. Let it be so. I want the show canceled ASAP, but bigger on BET Plus is pretty good. I would absolutely never pay more money to see BET if it don't come on my my DirecTV Viacom package. It's not for me. I'm not paying extra money. Girl, if y'all don't stop catching on fire and dying, got these folks out here working on this Sunday. You know, child. As Charity and Grace's cousin. Let me be Oprah's daughter. Oprah's old mystery daughter. Yes. I would love it. I would love to do it. I would love to be there. But they would have me on Grace's daddy side because I'm light skinned. So I would have to be Aaron's cousin too. And I'd just be like, Aaron, um, you're not needed. Yes, let me be one of the cousins because I would get Carissa right together. Honey, let me be Carissa's youngest sister. The youngest sister. And pop in, or her niece or somebody, and pop in and just grab her and gather her and tell her, you with your bootsy fade out here looking like somebody's lesbian auntie. You need to cut it out. Let me get, ooh, I want to gather somebody on Greenleaf. Only if you come as her daughter to her memorial service, no funeral because the body isn't together. I want to be, if I ever, and I know this ain't gonna happen, but if I were to ever play Charity's daughter, I would want Charity to be alive, because I would want her to have to reap all this foolishness she putting Grace through about this secret son. You got a secret light-skinned daughter. Olay. Oh yeah, Charity gonna have to reap. Lady Mae is light-skinned, but they act like she not. they pretend like she not, honey, because Grace really could have had a different dark-skinned father and a dark-skinned brother, but they pretend like Lady Mae is chocolate. They do. They sure do. I can hear your narration. She hit her head and dulla do. Child. Oh yeah, honey, stuff is going on. They got fire trucks and ambulances and things, child. I'm praying for them. Praying for them. Anywho, by the end of the episode, honey, of the Oval, honey, the drunk first daughter, you know, she came up with this rape narrative. Now, the maid heifer kept telling the crackhead's baby daddy, don't go nowhere, you just stay right there, don't move. I'd be like, run. Run, she don't know you well enough to identify you. Well, I guess she knows that that's the butler's son. I just, this finna be a mess. It's finna be a mess, and I just didn't understand. And I didn't understand, they had the maid heifer, they had her with a pony down, you know, the half up, half down, but her part wasn't straight. And I was like, who did her part? Somebody help her. Somebody. And then at the very end of the episode, you remember how the crackhead's baby daddy's mama had done called the crackhead over. So the crackhead came over, and the grandmama was like, you gotta go, it's been 2 hours. I said you could only stay for 1 hour. And she said, oh no, I cannot leave without my daughter. This daughter is special and the highest wants her. I said, the highest wants her? What are they gonna do with a child? Now, mind you, earlier in the episode, the crackhead's baby daddy had done said that the crackhead can't take the baby because she in a cult where the leader marries. Why is my phone frozen? Why is it frozen? Why is it frozen? I don't know why that cut off. I really don't, but I'm wrapping it up. Anyway, the baby daddy had done said that the baby mama was in a cult where the leader wanted to marry the children, the young girls. So I guess he want to marry crackhead baby mama's daughter. I didn't understand. I also didn't understand, does crackhead baby mama have a have you seen Tyler Perry lay hands on TD Jakes? I have. Honey, TD was going down. But if a 6 foot, 5 man knocked me over, I'd be over too. It's just, it is. Anywho, but does the crackhead baby mama have a twin? Because when they was going into, sis, hey, enough of that. When they was at the inauguration, there was a heifer in there that was kind of flirting with the president, honey, and giving him a little, I know you hit this fever. And she looked just like the crackhead baby mama heifer. And I was like, what is this? Is that her? Who is this? Anywho, but yeah, honey, the mama wouldn't let go of the daughter. She was trying to take the daughter off, and the grandmama was like, you ain't taking this baby. And then the crackhead mama did one of these, or something, honey. She did some kind of call Honey, and folks started coming at the front and the back. I was like, y'all don't lock y'all doors? Grandmama, you don't lock your doors? Honey, the folks from the cult and them burgundy sheets, honey, was coming out the woodworks. It was 3-4 in the front, 3-4 in the back, honey. They had done kidnapped the baby. I was like, oh no. Oh no. But I knew it was gonna happen. I told my mama before the end of this episode, this baby gonna be kidnapped. Anywho, that was the episode. I'll call y'all back for the next episode asaptually, honey, because I'm enjoying this. Can we just discuss how the only men that want charity are gay, out or not, or ugly? Well, I mean, which is so sad because Deborah Joy is beautiful. No matter what they say, and words can't keep her down. Honey, because she already been brought down. Anywho, hey, child, I hate locking eyes with strange looking people. But anywho, I'm finna go in this store and then I'm finna go home, honey. I got to rest. And I'll catch y'all later. Peace. I said peace.